Seasons presents Bedtime 101, Establishing a Bedtime Routine. You may know that bedtime routines are beneficial. However, you may be wondering how beneficial they really are. Routine is the key word. The routine should be the same every night, even on weekends. Kids do well on routines. It's one of the most important things that you can do for your child. Here are several reasons why establishing a bedtime routine can greatly improve the life of you and your child. A good night's rest makes kids less hyper and irritated during the day. Without a bedtime structure or routine, kids take longer to fall asleep and don't stay sleeping as long. With a structured routine, kids take about 15 to 20 minutes to fall asleep. Kids who don't get enough sleep have more behavior problems, cannot focus or pay attention, and are more likely to be overweight. Morning routines are much easier and go smoothly when kids are well rested. A bedtime routine helps kids feel protected, safe, and secure. Without a bedtime routine, it's difficult for these kids to feel protected, safe, and secure. Now that you know why a bedtime routine is an important part of your child's day, here are some general tips to consider before planning your child's bedtime routine. Expect the routine to take at least 1 hour every night. It will slightly change over time as your child grows and changes, but the essential elements are the same. Bedtime routine is the priority for the entire family. Everyone who lives in the household should support and possibly participate in the routine. Adding a ritual makes routine more powerful. A ritual means a series of actions performed in a certain order by a group of people, or in this case, by your family. For example, you might first have your child brush their teeth. Then you will read them a bedtime story. Finally, you will tuck your child and say goodnight. This would happen the same every night in order for it to be considered a ritual. Make sure the amount of sleep is right for your child. Each person requires slightly different amounts of sleep, and it is challenging to know how much your child should be sleeping. Take a moment to pause the video and review the sleep by age chart you were given. Notice it lists the age categories such as newborns, infants, toddlers, etc., and it corresponds the age ranges and recommended hours of sleep. Notice how the recommended hours of sleep decreases as your child's age increases. This is because the younger a child is, the more rapidly they are mentally and physically developing. Sleep is important in supporting this development. Amount of sleep can also vary by each individual child. One 10-year-old may need 10 hours of sleep, while another 10-year-old does fine with only 8. Simply adjust the routine based on your child's needs. Turn off all electronics 60 to 90 minutes before bed. The blue light from electronics can affect the brain in a way that it prevents sleep. No caffeine after noon or 12 p.m. The effects of caffeine last for up to 12 hours in the body. This can greatly affect your child's ability to get to sleep. Don't prolong the routine. Although tempting, avoid giving in to one more book or one more back rub requests. Exercise. 60 minutes of physical activity every day helps children sleep best. A good night's sleep requires several key activities. Here are all the ingredients that create the recipe for a restful night. Number 1, a light snack. This is optional and depends on the child. Many kids do not need a bedtime snack, but some children having growth spurts or of older age might. Try warm milk or graham crackers. This should be done right before or after bath, not in bed or in the bedroom. Number 2, a warm bath or shower and teeth brushing. The warm water helps the child calm down and begins the routine. It tells the brain it's time to start relaxing. Number 3, nurturing touch. This is best done after their bath. Try hugs, cuddles, or for younger children, baby or child massage lotion on dry skin. For younger children, you can also practice saying goodnight to each body part with gentle touch. Goodnight leg, goodnight tummy, goodnight arm. Number 4, books. Read to your child. Do not make this homework time or required reading. If the child wants to read to you, that's fine, but it should not be forced. For young kids up to preteens, you can read the same books every night. Expect to spend 15 to 20 minutes reading and looking at books. This is best done in the child's bed. Number 5, music. A song sung by you is best. This is the ritual part we discussed earlier. It should be short and sweet. Putting your child's name into a song is also helpful. Number 6, dimmed lights. Dim the lights at least an hour before bed. Children should sleep in a dark or dimly lit room. Number 7, quiet. Make sure your child's room is free of things that can cause loud noises. Number 8, encourage the child to stay in bed. Once in bed, encourage the child to stay there. If the child gets up, gently guide him or her back and keep repeating for as many times as necessary. With a few days of consistency and follow-through, the child will learn that bedtime is bedtime and to stay in bed. In addition to a dozen golden parenting rules, we've provided you with a couple bedtime routine samples and bedtime routine templates. Go ahead and work with your child to make your own bedtime routine. Discuss any questions you may have with your Seasons provider. We at Seasons want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Every step you take in educating yourself in topics like this can greatly help you continue to improve the lives of both you and your child. By creating a bedtime routine, you're showing your child just how much you care about their well-being. We hope you can use what you've learned, making bedtime a bit easier for everyone in your household.